Welcome to my channel Priyanka's Learn It Well. In today's episode, I'll be taking up the concept of stacks, that is the introduction to stacks in data structures and algorithm. If you're liking my content, do not forget to like and share. And if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for all the notifications from Priyanka's Learn It Well. Let's start with today's episode. A stack is an ordered list with the restriction that elements are added or deleted from only one of the ends of the list, that is termed as top of stack. The other end of the list, which lies inactive, is termed as the bottom of the stack. Some very common examples of a stack occur during the serving of slices of bread arranged as a pile on a platter or during the usage of an elevator. It is very obvious that one adds a slice to a pile or removes one for serving. It is the top of the pile that is affected. Similarly, in the case of an elevator, the last person to board the cabin has to be the first person to alight from it. Some common properties of a stack are that it is a type of linear data structure and it follows a LIFO property, that is last in, first out. It has only one pointed top that points the last or topmost element in the stack. Insertion and deletion in stack can only be done from the top. Insertion in stack is known as push operation and deletion from stack is known as a pop operation. Stack as viewed as an abstract data type, first we need to initialize the stack to be empty and determine whether the stack is empty or not and check whether the stack is full or not. If the stack is not full, then we will be adding a new node at the top of the stack. This operation is termed as a push operation. If the stack is not empty, then retrieve the node at its top. That is, if the stack is not empty, then we delete the node at its top. This operation is called as the pop operation. We can see a pictorial representation of the stack as an abstract data type, where first we have an empty stack. For an empty stack, if we want to push the element F into it, we would be inserting the element F into this empty stack using the operation of push. In the another side, we have a full stack, and if we want to accommodate an element F into this stack, we can see that it is a full stack. So first we need to delete the element E and we need to insert the element F. So we have two operations that are performed here. First we will be popping the element E and then we would be pushing in the element F. So we can see that the push and the pop operation can be performed on a stack based on the stack is empty or not and checking whether the stack is full or not. The insertion and deletion both are performed at the top of the stack. There are several applications of stack and the common of them are conversion of the Polish notations. There are basically three types of notation: the infix notation where the operator is between the operands, the prefix notation where the operator is before the operands, and postfix notation where the operator is after the operands. The second is to reverse a string, where a string can be reversed by using a stack. The characters of strings are pushed onto the stack till the end of the string. The characters are popped and displayed. Since the end character of string is pushed at the last, it will be printed first. The third application is when the function or a subprogram is called. When a function is called, the function is called last will be completed first. It is the property of the stack. There is a memory area specially reserved for this stack. That is all from today's episode from Priyanka's Learn It Well, in which we saw the introduction to the stack. In the next episode, we'll be taking up the implementation of the stack, the operations on the stack, and the evaluation of expressions like infix, prefix, and postfix.